Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Most people treat a thank you page like a dead end, like thanks, that's that, goodbye. That's a big mistake. A great thank you page is your first opportunity to upsell or build a community or turn a lead into a customer. And this is possibly the highest trust moment in your funnel. So we're going to focus on the framework in this video, and we're going to be using Nextr as a blank canvas. And the four main parts that we're going to focus on are one, the confirmation, two, the instant gratification, three, the secondary call to action, and four, the social proof and footer, I guess. We're going to be using Nextr, Nextr extension, Nextr blocks, but again, you can use anything that you want, but Nextr makes it easy with the freedom that it allows you to have and a lot of the blocks and features that come with it. You'd have to download as a third-party plugin or blocks with other themes otherwise. So this is just going to be a tutorial, general framework, not really how to make it beautiful, but the things that you definitely want to have on your own thank you page. So let's go ahead and hover over pages and click on add page to create a brand new blank page. If you're not yet so familiar with WordPress and with Nextr, we highly encourage you to check out our other videos on the channel. I'm talking about each one of these blocks one by one, how to start a page, how to open a page, how to create a page, how to edit a page. And this is more of laying things out. Okay, so let's call this okay, and then let's click on publish, and we don't have to do anything special with that. So first, we want the confirmation. First things first, we want to put on a container here and just put a big old thank you. Okay, so over here, advanced typography, let's center this up. We'll be like, uh, okay, and then we can keep that as is. Our typography, we can make it bigger. Uh, Oblique, bold kind of letters, uh, change the text to that. And then for the background of this container in particular, we'll center that. And then for the background, let's use an image. And then we can just choose a long image or something. Uh, Probably people smiling or something like that. Just like a great big thank you. All right. Probably this one would be really cool. And we can right center or something like that. Attachment, repeat, no repeat, size, cover, and then for this one, we might want to make this full width, and then the height, minimum height, and then we can change this, and we can keep it like that. Like that's kind of cool. And for our extra options, we can put an overlay on this, and um, we can put a top layer on this, and then make it a bit light, and then we can add like a transparency just like that, just to make it look really cool. And then after that, we want to add some text here just to confirm what it is that we're doing here. All right, so um, we want advanced typography, yeah, sure. And actually, no, we could probably just go with a paragraph here. And then let's turn off the title and then go with paragraph, div, and center that. It's like, thanks for joining us. Let's say they signed up for something. Oops. Joining us. Um, Damn. I'm terrible at spelling today. Okay. Okay, so this might be redundant, but this second line over here just explains things, gives some reassurance to your leads, just so that they know what's happening. Like, okay, they've received we've received the form submission. We will get the confirmation inbox. Okay, that's good. Everything's successful, right? Um, okay, real cool. And then usually on the second part, which is instant gratification, it really depends what you want. Sometimes you can put your download link here if you're offering something like, here's a coupon code for the thing that you gave us your email for. But for this case, let's make things a bit more interesting here. Let's go with this double box here, and let's add in an image. This is add in a random one. People smiling. Okay, there we go. Uh, let's center that onto there. Put this right here. Or maybe we can go with a bigger image if there's a bigger uh, copy of that. I think, there you go. There you go. And then over here, we want to put on a list. Stylish list over here. I'll put this down here. And then advanced typography or heading. A heading over here. Right? And then next steps you should take. Okay, and then we're gonna set this up over here. And for the lists over here, we can change these to numbers, right? We can add or remove these icons here, but let's go ahead and just type some random stuff in here, like check your inbox. This next one's going to be and then okay, mentally prepare yourself. Okay, this is going to be great, right? And next we want our secondary call to action, okay? And then that's just going to be a simple heading over here. And, you know, like they're reading this is going to be in order, scrolling down, mentally prepare yourself. How to get or probably a colon might be better, you know, like language and things like that. And we could probably make this a bit more red. How to get mentally ready. Probably a bit darker, right? And then let's make the font a bit bigger. Okay, that's our secondary call to action right there, boys and girls. And then we can add another image over here and just make it full width if we wanted to. This container, let's make it full width, and then a flex box, it's like that. And then inside, we're gonna add an image, and then let's look for a full-sized image. This is just gonna be like spacer filler for what this is. So let's look for one with, okay, that's kind of long. Okay, how to get mentally ready. And next, we're gonna add our container here, right? A flex box of just 2 columns. Want to add some headings here and here. And then we're going to put some buttons here and here. You know, we don't really have to link them anywhere for purposes of this video. But you gotta make sure that they're all in the right place. Okay, great. And check right? Become part of our community server chat. We can use a different uh, title tag for that, or right? And then we can set these up to be center, center. Again, with these as well, center, center. And we're going to want to have to go over here and make sure that our container has the proper flex properties, right? Just to keep everything in its place and in order. And it's like we can put here, join our Discord. And then we can put the Discord invite link over here, free ebook library. Okay, and then, this is going to get them to join your Discord, right? You're hyping them up for all of these things. Let's go ahead and save and take a quick look at our site before we continue any further. And let's view our live page. Okay, we have this is our header over here, right? And we're going to want to have to put this, lock this underneath, right? This one is going to need some space. Or this one probably is going to need some space. 3. 0, 15. Let's see if that works. Sometimes you just have to hard space these things out just so that they work properly. Let's reload this. Okay, and that's kind of worked. And then layout. If it doesn't want to center itself, let's go ahead and put this in a container, flexbox like this. And then this one we can drag and drop into here. And that should give us our the alignment that we want. Okay, let's save that. And usually that's what we need to happen. There we go. Okay. So far so good. Don't worry about this. This is just our header for the whole site. You can disable that. So once we log on, thank you so much. Okay, we have our confirmation. There's some, some cool images over here that's going to make us feel good about ourselves. Next up, check my inbox. Yep, it's been confirmed. Add to my calendar. What's that? I'm getting ready. Huh. Okay, we can join community or, get them to download PDFs from our library, whatever you want your potential customers to do. This is like what they call low friction secondary actions, right? You're not really forcing them to do it because they've already signed up. They've already given you their name, their email, their phone number, maybe even their address or whatever. So, they're already here. They might as well just join these because they're hyped for whatever it is you have to offer. Now, with that said and done, our fourth part over here is going to be social proof. So all social proof is you can manually just input it, but something that's cool with Nextr is they have testimonials. So there's a couple ways to do this. There's social testimonials or social reviews, right? So click on that. Social reviews. If you click on this, you could link it to Facebook, Google, or you can manually input it yourself. But typically, you could, Facebook, whatever, type whatever this is, 5, and it's just gonna work that way. Okay. However, what works just fine is adding names and faces just like that. And with Nextr Pro, you can click on these and you have dynamic content. So if you have it in a database or a field on a post or something within your site, you could just pull your dynamic information from there and you don't have to type them one by one. Okay, so we'll just keep the placeholders over here, and this will simply reinforce trust with your leads that will be potential customers. So again, if they join your community and if you aren't faking your testimonials, and you definitely shouldn't, they're gonna find these people on there, especially when you have a Facebook group, for instance, a forum or something, and these people, especially since they've given um, permission to have their testimonials put on here, they're probably gonna see their faces and names on the platform, whatever that is. Okay. And finally, for our footer, we don't really have to do it as a footer. We could do that here in Nextr. So let's go ahead and save this. And well, before that, let's add another title over here, and let's center this and just say, thanks again. Okay, just to keep things all positive and said and done. Okay, so with that, our page is basically done. Okay, let's take a look at this again. Okay, we have our first section over here, which is confirmation, our instant gratification. Okay, we have our secondary call to action over here. We have, our low friction ways of turning our leads into potential customers, right? And we have our social proof over here. Like, yeah, I believe these guys. Yeah, I'll go ahead and join the Discord. Yeah, I'll download the PDFs, and yeah, you're so welcome for me giving you my personal information. Okay, and as you can see, we have our footer over here, and it doesn't look too good. Okay, and we have our header over here, same. So if we wanted to, let's go ahead and enter our dashboard over here, as you can see. And under the Nextr extension, under the theme builder, let's create a special footer just for this page here. So we have our header over here, right? We can display it everywhere except a particular page, if I can find where that is. Particular post pages. Thank you. Thank you, Anatomy Test. That's the name of our page over there. We'll save that. And then we can change this also. Exclude it from a particular one. Thank you, Anatomy Test. Okay, save that, and it should update over here. And then once we reload this, those shouldn't appear. Thank you so much. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. So what we could do over here is have the same header and footer. So here we are. Let's go ahead and add a new template just for the header, and let's make it blank. Blank header, and let's include it on a particular page, and we're gonna call it, so only this will have it. And as you can see earlier, we had our page title over here on the top. Okay, publish. Okay, and let's keep it blank. You can see we have this as our default header over here. And since we're going to activate this, there you go. You can put your logo on the sides here if you wanted to, but, keep the message simple. They already know who they're interacting with. And for our footer, let's go ahead and make a special one just for our thank you page. Excuse me. And we're going to click on footer. Next, and we're going to include it on a particular page. Thank you anatomy test. Click on create, and it's going to take us over here. And we don't even need to say thank you on this one. So all we're going to do is put a container here and choose a cool like this should be fine. And we're going to put in an image here, and we're going to center that, and we're going to put in our logo. Okay, what that's going to do is at the very end, it's just going to confirm who they're working with. So it's going to take a while to load, and we'll have to scroll down a bit because we have so many of these images on here, and not too far. There we go. There's our logo. Thank you, footer, and then we can make this thumbnail sized. Okay, and then below this, we're going to put a heading, and under this, let's center that. And then here we're going to put paragraph. Admittedly, we could have just worked with a paragraph here, but let's not worry about that. Okay, and that should be fine and dandy. So let's go ahead and publish that, and let's take a look at our final thank you page. Okay, so perfectly, here it is. Thank you so much. Okay, good. Thanks for joining us. Just your submission. Okay, yeah, it's very reassuring. These are the next steps I should take, and I'm fairly convinced by the smiling faces of these people on the left-hand side of the screen. Okay, there's another cool thing that I should probably read. Yeah. Oh, they want me to join their community server? Yeah, sure, but I'm not... free ebook? That's pretty cool. Oh, here's some testimonials from some real-life people. Yeah, I'll go ahead and click on these. And yeah, they're saying thank you. And oh, in case I forgot, here they are reminding me who I'm working with. I'm working with Website Assets, and they put the together in Let's Learn Together. Okay, so there you go. 4 basic main areas of a successful thank you page. So if you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Show this kind of video to other nerds like us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey, if you want to know where to get the blocks that we used in this video to make forms real simple, real easy, check out the link in the description. It'll take you to the website of Nextr, where you can get the Nextr blocks yourself. Now, if you check out the pricing, they have 3 different levels: starter, professional, and studio. We recommend getting the studio one because it's a one-time payment. It's lifetime. You get all the blocks, so you don't have to worry about not having the right blocks to get what you need done. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey, if you found this video helpful, be sure to check out one of our other videos, or go ahead and check out our channel and subscribe to see more content like this.